In this video, we will learn about if-then-else statements and cascading if statements. This video assumes you have already reviewed the video on if statements. Let's get started. So in our previous video, we created this if statement, multiple if statements. In the previous video, we created a program to check the age, and we have multiple if statements in here. Let's modify this program to use else statements and eventually cascading if statements. So if age is not less than 13, the only alternative is it's greater than or equal to 13. So if we create an else clause, else the age is 13 years or greater, let's create a cout statement. Age is greater than 13. It's greater than or equal to 13. Let's run this program. And we will enter in 45. Okay, the age is greater than or equal to 13. We know the line cout age is greater than or equal to 13 was executed. That's line 31. So we got into the else clause, and then we continued on to resolve these subsequent if statements, and we see that a person aged 45 is an adult. So on line 25 through line 32, that is an if then we do something, else we do something else statement. That's basically it. We can have multiple conditions in our if condition, as in on line 33, but we have a possibility for an else clause. Now, a cascading if will do something a little bit different. I have a lot more conditions down here to test for, so let's do it this way. If age is less than 13, else if age is less than or equal to 19, then we're going to do this right here. And in this case, we are having another if statement. So we are checking that the person is aged 13 through 19. This is a teenager. So we have effectively handled this case. Let's delete it. So if the age is 13, is less than 13, we do this. Else, if the age is less than or equal to 19, we know we have a teenager. Let's run this real quick and enter in a 17-year-old. It's a teenager. Let's make sure it still works for 19. 19, and we have a teenager. So now we can create another else statement else if age is less than or equal to 54, where we are going to do this right here. So if we know it's greater than 19, we're going to take the else clause of that if statement on line 29 and we're going to compare the age to 54. If it's less than or if the age is less than or equal to 54, we will execute this statement here. And the final statement is our final else clause. Basically, we could say that and just remove that statement. So, if the person's age is under 13 or under 13, then we have a child. If it's under 19 and greater than 13, we have a teenager. If the age is under 55, but it's also greater than 19, we have an adult. Otherwise, we're going to have a senior citizen. So let's just run through this real quick. Let's enter in a 7-year-old, okay, child. Let's enter in a senior citizen, so 65-year-old. Okay, this is a senior. Nothing else printed. Okay, let's enter in an adult. And let's say he's 25. Okay, an adult. Let's enter in 54 because that's one of our endpoints. 54. That's an adult. Let's enter in 20. That's still an adult. Let's enter in 19. That should be a teenager, right? 19. Teenager. Let's enter in 13. Teenager. Let's enter in 12. And we have a child. So what we've done in this video is we've converted our if statements into if-then-else statements. So I have if age is less than 13, we do this. Otherwise, if the age is less than or equal to 19, we do this. Otherwise, if the age is greater than 19 and less than or equal to 54, we're going to do this. Otherwise, we know we have a senior citizen. This concludes the video on if-then-else statements and cascading ifs.